Hey everyone, it's Glem3.
And Fiona Fan 10,000.
And welcome back to Phoenix Wright. We're doing part 2 of the testimony in the second day of court.
Like, the side room was, kind of dark, you know? So, the costume is, purple, right? The blood totally blended right in. And I, persuaded my sister it wasn't, right to do something like that.
What is the story?
And then, I took my sister into the channeling chamber.
This is so weird. Yes, now I see. It makes perfect sense. You've given us a clear reason for why you didn't notice the blood, but...
You think? Thanks, Gramps.
Are you satisfied, Mr. Wright? No, why would you say that she didn't notice the blood and then say that it wasn't right to her? Alright, I guess not. Very well. You may question the witness. Alrighty. Okay. The side room was kind of dark, you know?
In the middle of day?
Because I thought it was pretty bright inside that room.
Don't push your subjective opinions on this court. That's right.
Excuse me, but how is my statement any more subjective than Miss Meany's?
You are such a hopeless cause, witness. You may feel free to ignore this trifling man. Okay.
Ugh. Can't breathe. Let me out of here. Oh, costume's purple. The blood totally blended right in. You didn't see the blood?
Yeah.
But she must have had the gun with her at that time as well.
That's,
Are you going to tell me next that you didn't notice the gun either?
I, totally didn't. All I was looking at was, her face.
Yes, her face.
Continue.
I persuaded my sister it wasn't right to do something like that. What does this mean? And what was your sister, Miss Mimi, like at the time?
Well, she was, totally flipped out, because she just shot Dr. Gray! But I think, she knew. She, said she did something really bad. And, she said she wanted to go with me to, apologize to Miss Morgan.
Sorry for killing that dude. Did Mimi Spirit really say all that to you?
Yeah.
Okay. And then, took my sister to the channeling chamber. But that's not where we found the key or anything. Was your sister calm by that time?
I guess so. I guess maybe, taking her revenge on Dr. Gray, made her feel a lot better. I'd like to feel a lot better too, Mr. Phoenix Wright. The sooner the better.
Brr. She says with her whip at the ready.
And, Miss Morgan was the only one in the channeling chamber, you know?
The Chamberlain chamber. May I ask you one more thing, Miss Meany?
Sure.
Was there anything you found strange, unusual, or just out of place?
Something out of place, huh? When do you mean?
Oh, when? When you... We're going to the crime scene. Because they would have had to go through that room, that place, and seen Pearl. I'm talking about when you were going to the channeling chamber, of course.
No, nothing strange.
She answered rather quickly. Now what? Press harder. Think harder. I know you can remember something. Think.
I, totally can't.
That's not good enough. You have to explain yourself clearly to this court. Do you think, Mr. Wright, that whether or not there was something odd on the way to the channeling chamber is all that important? Yes, it's very important. I ask because it is very important. Not that I know where I'm going with this. I love how Phoenix echoes the feelings of the person playing by being like, I have no idea what I'm doing. Very well, Miss Meany, if you will, please include a statement about this in your testimony.
I don't get why, but okay. Well, I didn't see anyone on the way to, the channeling chamber. Lies!
Oh wait, let's press it first. Hold it! Try to remember that time.
Oh, I remember. I totally didn't see anyone on the way.
I guess this really is a dead end.
Something you finally pull out of a witness is never a dead end, Phoenix.
No good. I can't find anything wrong.
Phoenix, the judge believes this testimony. If you don't find some sort of hitch in her statement...
Is she spooky now?
Yeah, she's dead.
She's now trying to scare people?
Yeah.
And the trial, I know.
We have to give it another shot. It doesn't matter how many times we listen, we can't give up.
Okay, then it took us to the channeling chamber. I didn't see anyone on the way to the channeling chamber. I wonder if I need to...
Present. Maybe someone...
I don't know if I need to present her. Yeah, present her herself, I was thinking. Can I? That. You say that you didn't see anyone on the way to the channeling chamber. However, that is impossible. Actually,
Like, what do you mean?
I'd like to introduce someone to you. This is Miss Morgan Fay's daughter, Pearl Fay.
Interesting, you have a semi-intelligent look on your face. So, what about this child?
It just so happens that at the time of the murder, Pearl was playing in the center garden.
The garden.
Yup. Which means anyone walking through the area would have had to seen her. Would have to have seen her. So, Miss Meany, what do you have to say to that? Whoa!
Ah! As the court can see, she's a bit of an airhead.
Okay.
Also, she
Rude.
was leading her sister at the time. Don't you honestly think she would have noticed a simple child play? Preposterous.
It's not preposterous, and I can prove it.
What sort of foolish...
There's no way someone walking along the winding way could not have noticed Pearl. Because of the urn.
Yes.
This urn is my proof.
An old cracked clay pot? What's going to prove?
Do you know why it's cracked? It's because Pearl broke it, that's why. I'm telling the whole court. She broke the urn. Ah!
Why do I feel like you're about to ruin my beautiful day?
This urn was broken around the same time the channeling started.
Ah!
And Pearl was the one who put it back together. While sitting right in the middle of the winding way.
Ah!
Order, 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 order. Miss Meany. Pearl was there in the winding way at that time. She was hard at work, putting the pieces of the urn back together, you see. If you couldn't see that while you were walking, I'd have to declare you legally blind. Like that movie.
Okay.
I think I have sufficiently proven one thing, Miss Meany. You are a masterful liar.
Hey.
Mr. Wright, you need to watch what you say. The one who needs to watch what she's saying is the witness. So, Miss Meany, tell us the truth.
About what?
About what? About where you really were at the time of the murder, of course.
So Fitness just testified about that. That's right. I was like sleeping in the side room.
Can I really believe her? Was she really sleeping in the side room? Yeah, I guess so. There's no way. Wait, why is there no way? Your lies end here.
What do you...
The witness says that during the actual murder she was asleep in the side room. And I say that's not possible because there is clearly a contradiction here. A contradiction? Where is this contradiction? Help me, Mia. I kind of want to do that one. Wait. It's in the evidence. It's in her testimony just now. Wait, I need more time to think. What are we proving right now? I go back 1 second. Oh, we need proof that she was not sleeping. During what time? Help me, Mia. I may have overreached this on this one. Is there really a contradiction somewhere?
Don't worry, on the right path, Phoenix. It might be a little hard for you to see the contradiction, but it's there. So does this once. Do you want me to help you out?
Why are they giving us this? Sure? Do we want to try this?
Okay.
Please, I need your help right now.
Hold on. First, calm down, Phoenix.
Is this supposed to be especially hard?
Good. That girl, she slept up with her words.
Her words?
If she really
she's
was in
telling
the
us?
side room the entire time, then she just testified about something she should have known.
And what is that? Why? Okay.
The rest is for you to figure out on your own.
So she's just telling us, Mr. Wright, what is your answer? Okay, time to add another bluff to the pile. The witness says that during the actual murder, she was asleep in the side room. And I say that's not possible because there's a contradiction here. In the testimony.
Help me, Mia!
Help me again, Mia! Earlier in your testimony, Miss Meany, you made the following statement.
And like Miss Morgan was the only one on the channeling chamber, you know?
It's true that at the time, both myself and Miss Hart were not there. We had gone to call the police.
So, like, what does that have to do with anything?
It's very simple. Miss Meany, how did you know that fact? Shouldn't she have just been told? Oh, but it went to, yeah. I concede that Miss Fay was the only person in the channeling chamber. However, someone who was asleep in the side room could not have known that. Which means, Miss Meany, you did in fact go to the channeling chamber. However, you didn't go there by way of the winding way.
What?
Go on. But look at the manor guide map. If one were to go between the side room and the channeling chamber, one would have to use the winding way. Yes, that's right, Your Honor. Which is why I ask this very important question. Where was the witness at the time of the murder? Miss Meany, please answer the question.
Don't ask a question off a basis assumption, if you please. Well, I suppose since you put it out on the table, Mr. Phoenix Wright, you might as well answer the question for us. There was a witness at the time of the murder.
Now's your chance, Phoenix.
Yeah.
The only person who could have killed Dr. Gray was Eddie Meany. So now it's time to prove it.
Now then, Mr. Wright, let's hear your answer. Where was the witness when the murder took place? In the room.
Take that!
Miss Meany was here, of course. What? But that's the channeling chamber.
Isn't that the crime scene?
No. I mean, yes, that's right. Miss Meany was at the scene of the crime. With all that murdering she was doing. Order! Order! Order. That's the...
Mr. Phoenix Wright, have you lost your mind? Yesterday's testimony established that only the victim and the defendant were in the channeling chamber.
Yes, that is correct. Please explain yourself, Mr. Wright. Simple. Miss Eenie Meeny was hiding at the scene of the crime.
I was hiding.
Where? I mean, I was gonna say behind the thing, but people keep saying they checked there. Was there something about being able to go under these? That wouldn't make sense. I'm gonna try saying behind.
Yes.
Take that!
Here, of course. Behind the photo screen? Oh!
Don't make me say this again. Recall yesterday's testimony.
There ain't no way anyone was hanging out behind that phone screen. See, you stupid jerk. You're being so quick to pin it on me, Slimeball.
No, Miss Meany. One so young as you shouldn't be saying slimeball.
Shut it, Gramps. As if you know exactly how old I am.
Oh, I'm sorry. Looks like the pipe's about to burst. Guess I should help it along. Whoa, new sprite. The witness was hiding behind the folding screen with the help of this. The invisibility cloak. Oh yeah! Oh, and that's where it was during the thing! Oh my god, that makes sense. Miss Meany, how you were able to hide at the scene of the crime is very simple. You were hiding inside this box.
That tiny little box, that person can fit in that.
Except Lana did. Sorry, but your theory has already been disproved. Lana disproved when she was hiding from me in it.
But that closing box was in the side room, right? Which means it has nothing to do with the murder at all.
That's right, I was sleeping there, so I should know. That clothing box was in the side room the whole time.
Mr. Wright, do you think you can prove where the clothing box was at the time of the crime?
Nah.
No? Yeah, we can.
No, yeah, you can.
And now I present the piece of evidence that will prove this clothing box was at the scene of the crime when the murder took place. Because of the hole!
Oh my god!
No, I'm actually... Did you already read that? Did you already know?
Yes.
How far ahead did you read?
Oh, just this part.
Okay. Yeah, I mentioned it earlier, but in case it got cut on recording, because of the time constraints we have on this, I decided that, that Shrek fan can, like, check up on things and give me hints if necessary. But we only had to use that once, right?
Yes, but... maybe...
Anyway. Maybe what? Take a look at this clothing box.
You're so stupid, as if there's any sort of evidence in that old thing.
This? What on earth?
I don't have time for you to sit so surprised. Hurry up and sooner.
There's a hole! About 8 inches off the ground. I measured it myself. Wait, how am I presenting this? A hole about 8 inches off the ground. Where have we heard of that before?
It's a folding screen! It had to hold the same height.
That's right. I hope this has opened your eyes to what happened. At the time of the shooting, the clothing box was sitting behind the folding screen, which is why the bullet from the pistol hit both the box and the folding screen. Well, so she almost died. It went through the screen and then into the box.
No, well, she shot.
Oh, wait. Yeah, she was hiding in there. I don't know why I was thinking that she was in there at the time. Miss Meanie, you were hiding behind the folding screen waiting for your chance. Yes, for your chance to kill Dr. Gray. Oh, so when Maya thought she was buried in the ground, she was actually just in that box, maybe.
Yeah.
Ordered?
Then, Mr. Phoenix Wright, what about this picture? Are you saying that the person in this photo is Miss Eenie Meenie?
That is exactly what what I'm saying. Miss Eenie Meenie, you were hiding inside this clothing box all along. And you wore a medium's costume to masquerade as Maya Fey. But how did her face change? To masquerade as Maya Fey. She had a plan from the very beginning. She would kill Dr. Gray and pin the blame on my client.
No, stop.
Stop.
I can't stand to listen to this anymore. This is foolishness. If that's the case, Mr. Phoenix Wright, then I have a proposition. This whole idea that the witness moves the clothing box to the crime scene, pretended to be the defendant, kills the victim, and then fled to the scene of his crime. It's not possible for one person to do that all by herself.
Correct. It's not possible, because she had an accomplice. It really is impossible. For one person to do all the preparations, that is. Ah!
Need I remind you, the foolish receive no mercy.
Wait! Miss Von Karma. You said it was not possible for one person, correct?
Oh, but you can't be serious.
Huff, huff.
Why is her hat get holes in it like that? Miss Meanie. You had an accomplice. Morgan Fay. This is the fun part of Phoenix Wright, when you like know all the things and you're like...
Grr, this person.
Or when you're figuring stuff out. If it wasn't someone from Crane Village, you couldn't have gotten the costume. And if it wasn't someone from the Fay household, you wouldn't have that box to use.
Morgan Fay.
Isn't that the wonderful lady witness we had earlier? What do you have to say to this, Miss Meanie?
Grr.
Yes. You shot Dr. Gray with your own 2 hands. Do you deny it? Phew. Oh, we're getting the flashes. Not the flashes. I think this is what really happened. The murderer had planted herself at the scene of the crime, long beforehand. Dressed in a medium's costume and wearing a wig, she pretended to be the defendant. Why did her face look different? And then the channeling started. The murderer crept silently towards the other 2, both of whom had their eyes closed. First, she drugged Maya Fey with a strong sleeping agent. Then, she stabbed Dr. Gray with a knife. Next, she hid my client inside the clothing box. She did that so she could take Maya's place and frame her for the crime.
But that's when something unexpected happened.
Unexpected? Yes. Huh. Dr. Gray was actually not yet dead. With the last of his strength, he fired a shot at his attacker. And that is why the hole in the floating screen was so low to the ground. Oh, well, interesting how we didn't have to figure that out. The murderer then took the gun from Dr. Gray and... bang. After that, you and the other lady thought to break into the room? Yes, a gunshot is certainly something you wouldn't expect to hear. Which is why upon hearing the shots, we forced our way into the channeling chamber.
Click.
Miss Meany, she immediately covered her own costume with blood.
Click.
And pretended to be Maya Fey.
But that sort of deception would have been easy to see through.
Which is precisely why Miss Morgan Fay chased us out.
Please leave this area to me. Go quickly and inform the police. Hurry before there are more victims here.
What is one supposed to say? This is the real truth behind this murder. 10 people came to this trial. I think that's you. Oh, who is that laughing at a time like this? Wah!
Oh, you simple-minded fools. I'm sorry, you're still by chance evolving?
What is this? What is it this time? Miss Von Karma? Surely!
Of course it was me.
What?
Do you really think someone of Von Karma blood would lose due to something as petty?
What in the world?
Mr. Phoenix Wright, your argument is flawed in one very crucial area.
And that is?
If this witness is the real murderer, why would she go through all this trouble?
Huh?
Working together with a medium, pretending to be one, putting on this whole act? What reason would she have to do such foolish things?
We got this. Eh? Well, that's,
Yeah, that's right. That's exactly what I was gonna say.
Oh, and one other thing. Why would Miss Eeny Meeny want to kill Dr. Gray? Where's her motive?
okay, in the next part, we wrap up this case.
Yeah!
The common question is, what is the fastest you've ever beaten any Phoenix Wright trial? Which case did you beat the fastest of all of them? See you guys next time!
Bye.